Good old technology. Good morning, Bill. How are you, man?
It's all that new tech overloaded with flashy LEDs.
Actually, no. That game or that machine is reserved for gaming only, sir.
Oh,
Gaming only.
sorry.
Whoa.
My mistake.
How you doing, sir? How was the weekend?
It's good. Relaxing. Feel good on the Monday morning here. How about you?
It was interesting. Halloween was kind of like a
Yes.
what are we gonna do? And then Sunday was just kind of hanging out. Good morning, Levi.
Hey, Levi.
What did you guys do for Halloween? Like anything at all?
Yeah. My street was empty, and so my kids went door to door in masks and got a haul. So there was people giving out candy. Yeah. There was 5 to 6 set of kids I saw.
Whoa. That's it?
Yep.
So hello, Michelle. Hello, Gabe. So the neighborhood that I live in is kind of it's like the king size candy bar neighborhood, essentially. Right? It's where everybody comes in if you're like an adjacent neighborhood and stuff like this. And we used to come in, honestly, to come trick or treat here because we had friends here, and the main street is just slammed. It's like they bus kids in to come trick or treat here.
Yeah.
And so we were trying to figure out like what are we going to do, because pretty strong neighborhood presence, and we ended up going and trick or treating, and I wasn't going to wear a mask because I was just going to hang out like at the end of the driveway and not be all up in anybody's stuff or anything else. But this one street was so swamped, it was uncomfortable, right? So came back and grabbed masks, and then a fraction of the houses that were normally doing it did it, but she ended up with a nice haul of candy and she was happy with it. So that's the important part.
That's good. Yeah. And just assumed it was people were gonna ignore any type of rules. So that's why we brought masks, because we knew there was a possibility. So we figured we'd just be prepared for it. And lo and behold, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
We weren't in the king size candy bar neighborhood. So
I did not do a good job preparing for that. And then yesterday was just taking down all the Halloween decorations. So now we have a month of regular house because Melissa doesn't have a collection of Thanksgiving decorations or anything yet. And then, of course, December, actually the day after Thanksgiving is when we'll, the Christmas holiday spirit will come vomit throughout the household and decorate.
Yeah, I saw some pretty good memes. I know you're not like a Cowboys fan, but there was a ridiculous play of this decade type play in all football, and this guy caught this other guy, and it had the meme of the guy running and looking back like this, and the guy that was catching him. So it's like this, and then the thing that catches you, and so it's like the human race 2020, But one of them was November 1st, Christmas music. The Christmas music's like grabbing.
I think the year, I don't know if you were in the branch yet, but I remember very specifically working at Chase and having to take time out to help put up the Christmas tree. And then 3 days later, we had to take time out to go take down the Christmas tree because we were not allowed to have.
I was there.
Yeah.
And I remember laughing my butt off.
Yeah.
Going, this is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Not only that we had to take it down, but that they left it up for 3 days and then made us take it down. I was like, typical Chase.
Yeah. That was funny.
Typical big bank we won't name.
Yes, there we go. A holiday bush.
Holiday bush.
Awesome. So it is, man, the 1st of November, which is a little bit bizarre. It's also daylight savings time, which everybody's got super strong opinions about. And it was weird to get out this morning and to go for my walk, and it was already kind of light outside.
Yeah.
I think I used to like daylight savings time more when I was a kid than I do as an adult.
Yeah, I'm pretty neutral. I think I'm Arizona. Let's just keep it the same all the time. Our bodies can do the adjusting. We'll be all right. We're not going to die.
I mean, we did it for hundreds of years before we instituted the rule.
I think we're good. We've only been indoors for like 100, 150 years. I think we'll be good. Not new to us.
Oh man. Yeah. What do you got today, Bill?
Well, this week we are working really heavily on our 30-day giveaway launch that starts next week. So next Monday we're doing a 30-day giveaway.
Okay.
For trying to attract the right type of client. So we're working heavily this week on email funnel and some videos for people when they sign up, and landing page, and social media posts, and I wrote a press release on Friday, and like all sorts of stuff. So we're getting all those ducks on the road this week. So I'll be heavy on that. And then we're meeting with a PR person tomorrow to get the press release out all the right places, and take any advice maybe that she has. And she's a story brand guide too, so that's cool.
Are they here local, this PR person?
Yeah, she's in Fort Worth. When I chat with her, she came highly recommended from a couple people in the group. Actually, 3 different people were like, "Oh yes, definitely use her for PR." So I will be happy to connect you when I'm done there, because I would love a good PR person is great to have if you find the right one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, that's heavy with the weeks on. I've got some other stuff I'm working in. I'm going to finish up 10 tips, 10 days this week on my content. Of course, still be working in that pretty heavily. And then there was one other thing. Oh, on the personal side, my food intake has been pretty garbage the last couple of weeks. So I'm putting it back on the list this week to eat my vegetables that I have bought in my fridge, in my freezer. Eat them all this week. So
okay. And then we both talked last week about starting using the new tracker this week. So yesterday was the first. So
yes,
put in the activities you want to track into there, and let's hold each other accountable to using that daily and checking in on that, because I think that'll be fun and interesting. And I don't know if we've talked about this on here, but you're picking up like some extra work.
Remind me.
The valet thing.
Oh no, that fell through.
Oh, it fell through. Okay, cool.
It's okay.
Never mind.
Because for those that don't know, I was a manager at the Gaylor Texan in parking, self valet, all different things. And this year they thought they were going to have a pretty big push again, even though they couldn't do ice. And it turns out they didn't have near the early ticket sales they hoped for. So
interesting.
Okay. So I guess we don't need it. Don't need the position. And I was going to do a seasonal November, December thing.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, cool. So no real need to kind of talk that up, but I want to make sure we talked about it. But
thank you.
So today for me, I've got a meeting with the mastermind guys for the real estate thing. I have a training with Brandon, who you met last week, and then a training with Forrest. And my goals for this week is I'm really digging the 4:30 the 4:30 time every day except for Thursday, right? And then just kind of making like Thursday
long because
day. A long day, right? Like extended blocking and tackling. So I'm going to continue that. I want to walk 10 miles this week, right? And so what I've been trying to do is walk at least a mile per day, right? And then trying to get out on the weekends to walk a little bit more and kind of make it a little bit more difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a 15-mile kind of goal, and I can walk on Saturday and Sunday, but walking on Saturday and Sunday, I've got to carry the backpack and the weight and all that stuff. So it's built to make me get up a little bit earlier to get more done in the morning and prioritize that like self-care time in the morning, because it'd be really cool to do 2.5 miles or 2 miles per day and then not really have to do much on like Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So that's the personal one. What was the other two that you said?
Work one is to be done by 4:30 every day. right? And that's also kind of the family one. For work stuff is we're going to try to get all of my stuff into like a coaching consultant kind of funnel that's got like a course that we're building out, sales lab, and this other stuff. So
you're gonna build a funnel for John Smallmountain this week.
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be cool. So working with Joel on that, because he's done it before and he's helping me kind of avoid the pitfall of it's got to be perfect before I can like do it kind of deal, because I haven't actually built a course. So,
and this is not the same Joel I know, because the Joel I'm thinking of, that's what he does.
No, it's not the Joel. Wait, he does funnels? I thought he just did content.
He's built content funnels for some pretty big people, and you know who I'm talking about.
Do I?
And courses. Ty?
No, really? I didn't know that. Interesting. Interesting.
Dude,
did not know that. We have never talked about that. That's really interesting.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. He helped build something like two of his major courses. So he knows coursework. So if you need coursework done, you go to a guy named Joel.
All Joels.
All the Joels.
Oh man. Dude, it feels really weird to be in November. Like, I mean, I know we kind of talk about this like all the time, but like it's bizarre that it's November. Yesterday was daylight savings time. Oh man.
Yeah. It's, of course you can take that two ways, right? You can go, which we do on certain days. Yeah, and then other days we can go, it's just self-awareness. Like, okay, there's less time on this month than I remember this year actually now.
Oh man, Melissa and I had an excellent meeting on Friday, and essentially she and the team are going to be taking over all social media from me except for what I share on my personal on Facebook. So they're going to be doing, and instead of doing daily value posts, those are going to be turning into blogs that we will then take snippets out and, kind of doing the same thing that everybody else does, but doing it like a little bit more deliberate, because I'd kind of fallen off the daily value posts because it was hard to come up with like that much content. And when we shift it back to like a blog style, then I'll be pushing people towards the blog, which will help and stuff like that. So I had a really good meeting about that. I feel really, really good about the social stuff.
That's very cool. That's exciting to me. Like, I was about to drop a bomb in the next kind of, it's a bomb for me. It's not a bomb for everybody.
Tell me, what up?
I was writing my 3 down also while you're saying that. The giveaway. In social media. I am at my phone contract is up, and I was with T-Mobile, and Sprint. I was with Sprint, and they got merged, obviously. And I will be no longer carrying a smartphone.
Whoa!
I'm moving back to flip phone or brick phone or light phone. I'm actually looking at the light. I don't know if you see that. I'm looking at buying the light. Because I just know myself. If you've listened to any of my shows, if you listen to me and John talk, I'm super affected by my environment. I have to create environments for myself because I just will get distracted by my environments. And I've done all the things. I've taken social media off my phone. I've gone to social media fasts. I've got timers. I've got, what are they called? Like the digital well-being. I've got all that stuff's on my phone. Doesn't matter. You can turn that stuff off. If you want to, you just turn it off and go do what you want to do. And I've just been really, really trying to be more deliberate about my time, going towards things I care about. It's not just work, but in general, like it's not even like, hey, I'm doing something and I'm distracted. That's one version of that. The other is I start the day and I'm not even planning in things that are super challenging. I think subconsciously because I know that there's always something that can fill that time, like just come in and suck that time. So I've been thinking about it for probably 2 years, but seriously, the last contract, I was seriously thinking about it. And so I'm just going to make the leap this time because, if I want to accomplish big things, I know I have to create environments for myself that remove things, distractions, stuff like that. So
I didn't mean to do that. was going to show everybody what the Light phone was, because I think it's actually a really cool, nice device, right? It's meant to be like the same form factor of a smartphone or an iPhone, but stripped back. So all you have on it is phone, alarm, calculator, settings.
Well, and the next thing they're doing is they are doing GPS.
Yeah.
So I do use my phone for GPS, you know. That's something that I use it for. Here you go. I'll screen share.
Yeah. So this, I saw this on a gear blog that I follow and was intrigued by it. It seems odd that that the now dumb smartphone, let me add you to the stream here, is, I think it's like $250 or $300.
Yep, that's $300.
$300, right? So it's crazy to me that the reduced phone is what we were paying for iPhones, only a couple of years ago. But this is intriguing. I kind of want one myself. Like, I think it would also drive me crazy, but I think it would be interesting.
So ride sharing is the other thing. Calendar,
Right.
ride sharing, GPS. That's the other things they're working on right now.
Yeah.
But it's literally it's everything you need. Oh, and music. So you can upload music to it, like if you want to run or different things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to. I've looked around because I could go to a flip phone, but like I'm gonna miss the calendar aspect of it, and I'm gonna miss the like the actual real practical tools, apps that I needed or tools. So that's it. That's when I decided last night, and I think I forgot. I'm thinking I might do this to my kids too, like I'm going to be a really good parent, I think, and not because they have iPads and they have different things like that they can consume media with, right? They don't need a phone for that.
That's going to crash and burn so hard.
Nah, because I get other devices. It's not like I'm going back to Puritan days. We're not going Quaker here, candlelight.
I mean, I get that, but perception is reality, right? So I imagine you're probably going to get some pushback from your kids about that.
Oh, I'm getting pushback in my own head. Of course I'm getting pushback from my kids. Of course. No, you brace for that,
So when are you doing this? I'm super excited to
like in the next week or two, because I got to pull the cash together because I just don't have $300 to drop on the phone today. Otherwise, I would do it today. Yeah, I got other stuff I got to pay first. So, and this is the time of year I've got both my kids' birthdays are in November, and then we got Christmas right around the corner. You're already kind of shopping for that. So,
dang,
that's November. December is a pricey month for me.
Yeah, I think it's pricey for everybody without having two kids' birthdays.
Yeah, and they're getting older, so their gifts are getting more expensive too. So used to $100, no problem, got you covered.
So you're gonna get them like the Light phone and then the brand new iPad, so that way they're not feeling any.
Nope, we already have an iPad. That's what they get. I might not even get them a Light phone. We'll see. I may get them something flip phone.
Man, that's cool. I'm simultaneously jealous and like anxious for it. Yeah, a little bit. Man.
Yeah, but you know what they say? It's not uncomfortable. It's probably not worth trying.
Oh God, absolutely.
And that's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable enough that it's taken me 2 years to do it.
Well, that and like to be fair, I think I don't want to go back to like a big old like clunky flip phone and all of that stuff. There is something that makes the transition easier because the form factor is the same, right? It feels like an iPhone. It's smaller, it looks like it has got the e-ink display, so the battery should just last for freaking ever, which would be super nice.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for you to get this thing so that way we can talk about it, because I'm curious what the experience is like.
Yeah, really, it's just show material. I was looking for something new for us to bang our heads against the wall, you know.
So
Anything for the show.
You just want to take a big O step back to like 2008, just because you're like, you know what? I miss the good old days.
2020 sucks. Let's rewind 10 years and see how that works.
Awesome, man, dude, that's crazy. I can't wait for you to get that. Cool, yeah, man. That dropped a bomb. You were correct. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be this big of a deal, but man, that's all I want to talk about now.
Okay, that's fine. Let's keep talking. I want to make sure I got my 30-day giveaway stuff, my Eat My Greens, and I've got a 5-day workout plan, and then I've got a new social media approach, obviously, because I won't be doing anything from my phone. My plan was to start this week. So I once again removed social media from my phone. Only going to use scheduled time on my laptop.
Okay.
And so, and the way I post is actually going to reflect that too, because I want it to be more appointment driven, where it says, hey, check out this thing. Hey, what's going on here? What do you think about this? Like, it's going to be more deliberate. So that's my third thing is my new social media approach.
Okay. You know, you're going to have a bit of a drop off in your lead stuff by being that deliberate of like, hey, like, let's see if this is a fit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yep. But I've taken some advice from some other people who actually do a scheduled social media approach who are very successful in generating leads. It's just a matter of following their approach, not trying to make it the way I think it should be to follow directions.
Yeah.
So that's the idea.
So will you be carving aside time to like go in and check notifications and engage and all that stuff? Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Very cool, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably just end it there. Like I would like to dig more into like your social plan, but we can probably do that another day.
Yep. That'd be good.
Awesome. All right.
Cool,
anything gonna get in your way today?
No. Not at all. You?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. My last scheduled thing is at 2, so I'll have some time to write and be done by 4:30. You gonna eat your veg tonight?
Yeah. Actually, I went to the store and bought ones I really liked to start the week off with. So.
Okay, that's awesome, man. You should put the ones you don't like in the beginning, so that way you can then finish up the week of the ones that you like.
Well, I'm trying to just get rid of them all together, and I won't get 5 ones that I like. I thought that was a better approach because I'm like. It's one of those weird things where you're like, well, I need to eat vegetables, and which I like certain vegetables. I'm like, but I really need to widen my palate so that I'm getting all the different types of nutrients, not just the ones from these 3 or 4 that I like. And then that's when I trip up because I eat the stuff I like, and then all that's left are the ones that are like, I could order Wingstop. You know? Right? So
I like how it's like you don't just not eat the thing that you know that you should be eating. You're like, you know what? I don't want to eat these vegetables, so I'm not going to cook them. I'm not going to cook anything else. I'm going to order Wingstop.
Hey, that's keto friendly, right?
Yeah, because there's no sugar in any of those sauces.
No, none.
And it's not like the fries are fried, so you're probably safe there as well.
I think it's fries.
Oh man, the fries is the best part.
I don't like big thick cut fries. I like the McDonald's skinny salty. That's mine. And I'm not much of a fry guy anyway. Actually, that's good.
I just like fries.
Freaking sugarhead, it balances out. So.
Awesome, man. Well, let's get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, Bill.
Right.
Let me know if you need anything. Thank you, Michelle and Gabe and Levi, everybody else. Go out and kill your week. It's a new month, so you have time. So sit down, work the plan. The plan works when you work it. So
right.